Hey guys, Jen here from Work Wonders, and this video is about using the 360 assessment that's included in the Work Wonders digital resource guide and how to get the most out of it and what to do once you've completed it. If you haven't taken it yet or you're not familiar with it, you can go to workwonderscoaching.com and download a copy of the Work Wonders digital resource guide, and it'll help walk you through how to use this exercise in service to the goals that you may be working on or thinking about getting started on. So I love the 360 assessment because it's a very common life coaching strategy assessment. And it gives you a holistic way to look at what's going on in your life, either before you start an endeavor or, as part of trying to figure out what to do next. So it lets you look at different aspects of your life. So you'll see that there's categories for thinking about your current job, your financial health, your social life, your physical well-being, your religious or spiritual component or connectedness to community if you're not necessarily a religious person, and how creative you feel and able to exercise that, and how often you get to see your friends and hang out and have a social life, right? All of that stuff is a lot of fun. So there's also an opportunity to contribute other categories to that. So something that I see a lot of my clients add is travel, or being able to go see family and friends who may live elsewhere, to go to new places, and that sort of thing. So think about what the categories might be for you. Now, what's really great about this is it gives you a way to turn abstract obstacles and other phenomena in your life into something tangible. So you go through and you mark each category on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst possible scenario and 10 being the best possible scenario. And so what you find is that a lot of people are somewhere in between on a lot of things, so mostly between 3 and 8. And you go through each category and you give each category an assessment on a 1 to 10 scale. And so what I want you to do once you've completed that is to take a look and see, okay, where are things going well and where are things not going well? Where can we make some improvements? And you will see usually that there are some things that are really are going well. So you can really figure out what those are, where it's happening for you. Maybe think about why. Maybe you've been applying a little bit more effort in some areas, or perhaps things are coming a little bit more easily in some areas of your life. So think about that piece first. What's working? Where is there opportunities to make improvement? And then, of course, the final piece that I love to think about and work with clients is, where can we make improvements and how can we make improvements? So taking that first question to the next step of, how can we actually do this? So I love to say to clients, how do we take this 6 and turn it into an 8? What would that look like? What would that feel like for you? And you can really use your imagination here and think, okay, if I'm just going to move 1 or 2 categories up 1 or 2 points, what would that look like? And there's some reflection here that you have to do, because this isn't a concrete right or wrong answer. You just have to think about, how can I imagine what it would be like if things were just a little bit better? What would that mean? So for example, you might find that, oh geez, you rated your social life a 3, you haven't seen your friends in a while. Well, if you want to move it to a 5, what do you have to do? Do you have to call up your friends and see if anyone's around this weekend? Do you have to make plans to go see a friend that lives out of town? A lot of times what we can do in the 1 to 2 point range is actually quite manageable, something that we can do. Maybe we need to clear our work schedules a little bit, 1 night a week, to make sure that we have time to see our friends. So do some brainstorming here around the best way for you to make a little bit of improvement. And then once you've imagined a little bit what this could look like for you, I want you to take some time and think about, where is the low-hanging fruit here, and where do I want to start my action taking, right? So we can't do everything all at once necessarily. So pick 2 or 3 areas that are most important to you, where you're really feeling like, oh, this is super important. And of course, all of these categories are important. We want you to have a good financial situation. We want you to have a good physical health situation. We want you to enjoy your work and feel like you have a creative outlet. We want all these things to be going well for you, but life is what it is, and so it's often a juggling act. So pick 2 to 3 categories, and my strategy here is to go with the low-hanging fruit. I love the low-hanging fruit. I love to see, okay, where can I make the biggest difference right away? What are the easiest changes I can make to move 1 or 2 of these categories up 1 or 2 points? And so that's a great way to get started. But I encourage you also to think, what would be a real stretch for me? What could I do that would move things up 3 or 4 points. What would that look like? Even just the exercise of thinking about that can help you generate some potential action ideas, help you get a clearer sense of a vision for a goal or a project that you want to work on. So I encourage you to revisit this exercise every few weeks just to check in with yourself and see how things are going. If you want to check in with us over on Facebook, you can join the Making Life Work Facebook group. I'll link to it below, and we'd love to see you there and hear about what you're working on. Hopefully this 360 assessment will help you gain a little bit of clarity and turn some overwhelm into some tangible action steps for you. See you soon. Thanks for watching.